I fear I may be ostracised for this, but the Wii's motion controls outside of swinging a golf stick or steering a go-kart are categorically one of the worst ways to play a video game, especially a 3D platformer. I honestly yearn for a way to play Mario Galaxy with traditional, non-waggly controls. I just found them to be clunky and cumbersome and unintuitive, especially on spin attacks or when aiming at the screen. They were more of a hindrance and derailed the immersion rather than enhancing it. Right, with that out of the way, I can now say, proudly, that I had to call in some reinforcement.
Super Mario Galaxy!
Do you know how much easier Mario Galaxy is with a second player? Well, marginally, obviously because it didn't fix me being bad at the game, but it did mean Lilith could collect some errant star bits, deflect projectiles, and even stall enemies, which was a very welcome addition, especially when Bullet Bill would home in or if I missed a spin attack on a Goomba. Mopping up star bits was also instrumental in gaining more lives, something that I felt like Mario needed the more we progressed. I suppose this is where the accessibility of the Wiimote motion controls did help. It meant I could be a bit more hands-off and focus on lumbering Mario around. Okay, it wasn't a full 2-player experience, more of a 1.5-player thing, but it was a good way of working through the game cooperatively and at just the right skill for Lilith. As with the game itself, well, what do you expect? Mario is the hero. Bowser plans to destroy the galaxy. Peach is captured. It's all colour and whimsy and kidnapping. Princess Rosalina picks up Mario after the intro that sees him stranded far away from the Mushroom Kingdom on a cluster of tutorial planets to teach you the moves. Rosalina and her Luma friends need to harness the Power Stars, which have conveniently been stolen by Bowser, to power the Comet Observatory hub world. Peach is being held captive at the centre of the universe, and only the observatory can locate her. Mario earns these stars by completing each room's allocated galaxies and bosses. Extra galaxies and stars are earned by feeding hungry Luma's star bits to open up bonus levels. Galaxies randomly generate a prankster comet that allow an additional layer of challenge, such as a race or collecting all the purple coins. Luigi routinely gets himself lost, and finding him earns Mario another star. You get the idea. I like how much extra stuff there is to do. It's rather free-flowing. You don't have to follow a strict linear path to get the same results. Each galaxy has their own distinct flavours and pitfalls. Some of them are good, incredible even. Well-designed levels that are tense with good enemy placement, some great platforming and simple puzzles. This is where the game excels. Others are hell reincarnated. Sweet Sweet Galaxy may have a candy and cake covered facade, but inside lurks a land of fire, brimstone and a throne where a hooved figure sits surrounded by flames and the eternal screaming of the damned. I mean, the music is quite cheery though. I do get that Mario games are not designed to be easy, but the clunky controls definitely didn't help proceedings. Sometimes I thought some of the levels were a bit too erratic on the difficulty curve. Not impossible, but also not hassle-free. We would often find ourselves blasting for a load of levels, then get steamrolled by something unassuming like the awkward camera controls, or the game would throw a new mechanic at me and expect me to bumble through an entire level with it, but then not use it to its advantage again later. The weird gravity on the tiny planets didn't help matters either. Literally. In fact, during one fight with Bowser, the planet's gravity glitched as he jumped and he just buggered off, just kept on going into the cold depths of space, getting smaller and smaller, further and further away until he was an infinitesimal speck on the vast blanket of black. Mario obviously couldn't use this to his advantage and ditch off the whole defeat Bowser thing and rescue Peach, because Bowser's sudden disappearance wasn't in the script. So we had to restart the level from the beginning. That said, I really enjoyed the boss fights. Admittedly, there were a few times where I was puzzled by what I needed to do or the mechanics were just a bit too vague, but thankfully they were few and far between. They did keep me and Lil on our toes and put good use to that second controller. In fact, on the whole, I probably found the boss fights to be easier, more engaging and more approachable than some of the levels. My experience with Super Mario Galaxy is a bit of a funny one. Had I played it by myself, I don't think I would have had enough patience to get through it. I'm happy to say that I respect the level design and the boss encounters. I think it's aged pretty well, It's super vibrant, the soundtrack is magical, and the game contains a lot of cute moments and surprises. I'm also happy to say that I don't like it mechanically and how it handles, and because of that I was prematurely put off. But reflecting on that when the credits rolled, I couldn't help but feel that Nintendo did put a lot of charm and heart into the game, and I felt like I was being a bit too harsh. It was unforgiving, and the colourful exterior will goad you into thinking it isn't. But at the end of the day, having Lilith giggle her head off every time Mario got atomised by a black hole or burned by lava made it more tolerable, more reasons to keep going. I may not have been having the best of times as a gamer, but I was having an epic time as a parent.